guys having a great day? Oh my gosh. It's such an honor to be back on the East Coast and join all of you, to join Craig and Mark and the entire We Day family, to be inspired by your presenters who have been amazing. What do you think of your presenters today? Aren't they fantastic? But also for me to be inspired by incredible youth, all of you who are making a difference, and to continue to have the privilege of being able to share my story and my ongoing journey. You know, as a youth, I was always in motion. I was playing sports, volleyball, basketball, you name it. I was playing it, and of course I was an athlete at heart. I even dreamed of one day representing Canada at the Olympic Games. But then, you know, when I was 15 years old, I was in a car accident and it crushed my spinal cord, along with my hopes and dreams. I was told that I would never walk again, but even worse, that because of my disability, I should not expect much in life. It was devastating, and I constantly compared my new reality to my old life. I felt angry, frustrated, and discouraged. And then, out of the blue came Stan Strong, a guy who I met who was an incredible role model. He came to visit me shortly after my accident, and like me, Stan was a paraplegic. But unlike me at the time, he had this incredible attitude. He invited me to join the wheelchair basketball team that he managed. And sports, well, it returned to my life. And I was reminded that I was still Rick, the athlete, and I was back in motion again, being able to use the chair, cook it up, do wheelies. It was fantastic. You know, our team, it was magical. And Stan, he was our intrepid leader. He was fearless, attentive, relentless, and he encouraged all of us to see possibilities and, of course, to make a difference. Stan's spirit, it was infectious, and my teammates, they felt that too. Especially this one young guy who had just lost his leg to cancer. He was in pretty rough shape at the time when I first recruited him to join the team. He was this relatively ordinary Canadian with extraordinary determination. And his name was Terry Fox. What an incredible Canadian. What do you guys think of Terry Fox? Isn't he amazing? You know, I got to watch Terry go from just playing with the idea of running on one leg, a marathon, just one marathon, to eventually starting the Marathon of Hope, to find a cure for cancer, where he would run a marathon every single day. It was so inspiring. But you know, I also watched Terry on his journey, and I watched how people started shifting their perceptions, their attitudes, and their stigmas. People were no longer focusing on disability. They were seeing only ability. And that's when I realized, you know, that if I could just push my wheelchair around the world, that I could prove that people with disabilities could do anything if barriers were removed. It was my time to make a difference. And of course, that was the beginning of my Man in Motion World Tour, where I wheeled through 34 countries, 40,000 kilometers, the circumference of the Earth, the equator, over 950 marathons. And you know, we generated a lot of awareness about the potential of people with disabilities. And of course, we raised $26 million to continue to remove barriers. But, you know, we've made a lot of progress since then on that ultra marathon of social change, but we have a long way to go. Did you guys know that there's over 1 billion people today living on the planet with a disability? And that number will continue to grow dramatically in the future. It's the world's largest minority. And so, as we approach Canada's 150th birthday in 2017, I'd like to ask you to ask yourself, what barriers do you or others still face? And I hope that you'll join me by being a barrier buster at home, in your schools, in your community, nationally or globally. No matter what you choose to do to make Canada a better place, I'd like you to think about inclusivity and make sure that people with disabilities don't get left behind. I'd like you to help build a healthy and inclusive Canada, one that's contributing significantly to making the world a better place. So keep up the great work, Rede. You're all difference makers. Never give up on your dreams. Anything's possible. Let's go.